Form has been shaky. We needed to change something. Sadly, in the transfer market, we couldn't find any real quality. Also, I forgot how loans work, so that's been a problem for us. Join me as we go beyond Blue Brazil. Welcome in. Form hasn't been great. We're lacking goals. I don't know what our best front line looks like. We've added a face from the past, from Kelly Hearts, but he's not been great either. Bota Biabi joins. He once tortured me in a network save I did on Twitch, but he's basically acceleration and that's it. Thought that would maybe add something to our front line. He's basically appeared off the bench so far. Decent enough appearance without really creating or getting on the end of any chances. Since losing to Kelly Hearts and then Dunfermline, we got absolutely spanked. Top of the table, Queen's Park just ran all over us. It was really bad. I'm very glad I didn't bring you that game. We had none answer. They opened us up, through ball over the top, crosses, set pieces. They did a bit of everything. It was really not a good match for us. We then followed up, we played a friendly. I rotated the team heavily. I also played some trialists who we couldn't sign in the end because he wanted 1.5k, which is pretty well. We lost to Spartans in a friendly. I thought that this season was going to get worse and worse. We then absolutely smashed Montrose, and I mean 21 seconds in, Luke Mahadi puts us ahead. We work the ball out wide. Jeff King gets up the byline, crosses it in, towering header from Luke Mahadi, and I thought we were going to have to hold on for it, the rest of the game, 89 minutes. Ian McShane then scored, and Kyle Hutton scored two absolute bangers. That was a game where we've worked Son out, we've changed Son. We're playing Kyle Hutton as the centre midfield attack. He has a strike on him, and we're hoping to sort of dip into that more. He scored in the game against Edinburgh City as well, something similar. But as you can see, form's been not fantastic. Last 5 games, admittedly, we haven't lost, but 3 draws. 0-0 draw against Airdrie flew by in no time at all. Edinburgh City, we were 2-0 up. No, sorry, we were 2-1 up and conceded in the 70th minute to Chris McKee. And then Cove Rangers that I just played, they scored very early on and we basically had to chase the game from there. We went attacking. Ian McShane scored a good low drive. Actually went through a defender's legs. And that's why we end up where we are. 4th in the table. Barely hanging on. Now, playoffs would be great. The board only want mid-table from us. But I feel like we want playoffs. Like, how could we not want playoffs? Even if it's our first team, we want playoffs. Give us playoffs. Please. First up is the Fife Derby. I hit the transfer market and was looking for loans, and then realised that you're only allowed 4 domestic loans a season. So even if the loan finishes, you can't replace said loan. I completely forgot about that. Makes it really difficult. We've moved Ian McShane into the defensive midfield role, as we now put Kyle Hutton as the centre midfield attack. Box to box midfielder, when he's fit, is probably Fraser Mullen. We need those set pieces. Still trying to work out who our best striker is. Luke Mahadi's got the goals to back up that he deserved the starting spot, but he does go quiet. Like, he'll get a brace and then it'll be a long time before he pops his head up again. So on the balance of he's got the most goals, he will continue to lead the line. You can probably yourself pick the team by now. Mick Hattie, Jeff King is the wing back, Semple and O'Connor in the middle. When they're fit, there's no point in changing those two. Adam Desbois in goal, Gillespie, McShane is the defensive midfielders, Mullen and Hutton is the central midfielders, Luke and McRae up top. East Fife bottom of the table. This should be a layup. I pray it's a layup. We're at home, tempted to go more positive early on. We try and play our game as we tend to do. Oh, Luke. You have to score there. If the ball drops to you from a corner and it goes to your feet, you have to put it away. If you're going to lead that front line. I haven't once questioned the tactics we play. I think the Brazilian box and the way we've set up is good. I feel like we just lack that quality for League One. If we had that reliable striker, I reckon we are right in the mix for the playoffs, maybe even pushing for the title. That's how poor I think our strikers up top have been option-wise. Like, Luke Mahadi's doing well, but he's very one-dimensional. Encourage them at half-time there. We're going to have to push the pace here. Jeff King goes off with an injury. We're going to slip Fraser Mullen back there, and we're going to take on... We're going to take on Campbell Notley, I think. Campbell Notley come on for Jeff King. We're going to move Campbell Notley, centre midfield attack, Kyle Hutton to the box-to-box midfielder. Still hoping that we can use Kyle Hutton's long shots. See if he can fire off a couple of shots from the centre of the pitch. Would be good. See O'Connor struggling. That's not good. We also got to consider that this might be the last season we managed to bring Semple to the club, and that is going to be tricky to navigate as well next season. We're going to take off McRae. Rob Harker's coming on. Right, we need to make a change. I guess I didn't make that change there. Be more expressive. Very tough. Whipped crosses, I guess. Passing space. Let's go for it. Final 12 minutes here. We've been all over them without actually hitting the target nearly enough. Encourage the team. 5 minutes. This has been too much of what we've seen. Diver, Mercer, just keep it tight. Diver's in. He sends it over, thankfully. Can we get a chance last minute? 5 minutes added on, and we've seen very little from ourselves here. Smith launches this forward. We've got to win that header. Semple does so. McHattie now. What a touch. Into Hutton. Parker. Out to McHattie. This is the chance. It has to be. McHattie lifts it in. Harker's there. He nods it past the goalie. We have taken the lead in the 92nd minute. That could be massive for our season because, quite frankly, we need every win we can get. And we certainly can't be dropping points to the bottom of the table at East Fife. In a Fife derby, no less. Oh, from how few highlights there's been in this game, to see them lift it over the goalkeeper, for Harker to nod it past the keeper. Beautiful. And Harker's playing as a deep line forward as well. Not even his preferred role. I didn't even change it. I think I've maybe got away with one there, but sometimes we ride our luck. I'm going to say very nice victory. We're going to try and keep morale up. I mean, it's a derby win. I'm happy. Edinburgh City drop points. I'm very happy. Let's just keep Airdrie in touching distance. Queen's Park and Dunfermline can fight out at the top, but I want to be... I'd prefer to nip ahead of Airdrie by the end of this season. Jeff King's out 3 weeks. That is going to change how we set up. Probably have to go with Mullen on the right. Semple gets man of the match, probably because of having to carry the weight of a very poor O'Connor performance. Right, we can extend the contract. Oh no, we can't extend the contract. If we can get Semple on loan for next season, we'll do so. I mean, I'm going to change that back. I put a bit of money into the transfer budget, but it doesn't really matter because we weren't able to bring anybody in other than Biabi. If we can get Semple back, I mean, I'll literally keep him here until his contract runs out if I can. Why can't we do that? I'm not sure why I can't afford it. I'm going to offer it anyway, but then we're going to have to revisit that. Next game's against Clyde, so hopefully we can follow up on our good victory. Clyde are actually sitting down in 8th right now, so another 3 points are calling. This could be a big moment of our season, and maybe next season too. Rangers have accepted half the money they wanted for Semple to go on loan. I really hope he decides to come on loan to us again. If he does, that keeps a centre-back who's very good at our club to make a run at this league next season. I'd be very happy to get that locked in early. Like we've locked in Luke Mahadi. I don't really want to develop players for our teams, but the fact is those two are now basically core members of our team. You know, they've been here a season and a half. I'll happily keep loaning them to the point where we can afford to either buy them or we go beyond and we have to go get someone new. I'm not in the mood for selling youth players for absolutely nothing. I don't really want to rest players before the Clyde game. Oh. Small victories, people. Semple coming back on loan for next season. We're only paying £200 a week, except... Oh, that feels good. I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to treat that as a trophy, but it might be. that might be our trophy for the season. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. Like, at this level, I mean... I think it's his physicality, positioning, jumping reach. I mean, he is a good player for this level. Absolutely. Very happy. After the last game, I'm going to ring a few changes. Some of them forced, some of them based on how we played. So, similar back line, but with Jeff King out injured, we're going to put Watson in. He's going to play there as opposed to Mullen, because Mullen is going to move to the box-to-box midfielder role, and we're going to play him alongside Hutton, who will take up the centre midfield attack role. Gillespie and McShane keep their places. Semple and O'Connor both going to play. Semple is a little tired, but he's going to have to just suck it up. Up top, I'm making a change as well. McRae's dropped. We're going to have Harker as the deep line forward from the start. He won us the game. He scored the winning goal with Luke Mahadi alongside him, and that's what we're going to do. And what we're going to do for this next match only, we're going to attack them, and that is basically because it's Clyde. Like, we need to be beating them. They're 8th in the table. We're at home. Let's go. Let's ride. Managing to get another victory. Let's go and get another one. Let's put together a run of wins as opposed to just drawing games. Watson lifts it in. Hutton, well, great header. Keeper can't hold on to it. Harker tries to follow up. He pulls it back, but Kennedy gets it clear. Honestly, I kind of forgot I was recording there. I was just watching the game as we started. Mullen, back to Mullen. Pulls it back for Gillespie. Gillespie puts it far side. Good header from Watson, and Parry's able to pluck that out of the air. It's a solid start in the first couple of minutes here. Good defensive header. We've just got to make sure that we don't leave too many gaps as we are playing fairly attacking here. Oof, we deal with both crosses. Oh, what a touch by Mahadi taking that down. Hutton pings the ball forward. Luke Mahadi's going to have to do a lot here to get this ball across to Harker. Pulls it back to Mullen. Mullen off to McHattie. McHattie and Hutton! Oh! That would have been stunning. That would have been one of our best goals of the season. Great play. If we can just keep this kind of intent, I reckon we can break down their back line, get a goal or two. I'd prefer to. Mullen on the free kick. Swings this one. O'Connor hits the bar. I don't think anyone's surprised by now how often we hit the bar. It's becoming a bit of a trait of many a team in Football Manager 22. Another free kick, similar spot. Maybe McHattie's drawing a lot of fouls. Semple nods it down, it's cleared off the line. I've got to think that if that defender's not there, we go 1-0 up. McHattie now. Into Mullen. Mullen digs it out. Gillespie whips it in. Parry's easily able to collect that. They're going to kick it long because they're wanting to get the ball as far away from their goal as possible. I shouldn't fear goal kicks as much as I do, and I don't mean just this team, I mean in general. In this damn game, Gillespie moves out to McHattie, and McHattie likes to run at his man, but he pulls it back to Gillespie. Back to Semple. Semple launches it out for Watson, a nice first touch. Puts the ball out in front of him so he can get in his stride. Lifts it in. Luke Mahadi heads it, skims the top of the bar. Let's work the ball in the box only because we are not hitting the target as much as I want from these shots. They get a chance and they head it over, but that's the thing, we've got to be careful. Like set pieces and that, they're obviously going to still They're still in this game. We need to score. I'm looking at Harker and he's not having the best of games. I might take on McRae. Also, McShane's not having a good game. I think that we don't wait around. Andrew McRae coming on, and McShane is going to come out as well for... No, he's not. No, he's not. We're going to wait. We're going to ask the team to be more expressive. We're going to play well, higher tempo as well. Semple now picks the ball up. He's got to be careful with it. Goes back to McHattie. Back to Semple. Into Gillespie. McHattie. Just take care of the ball. Watson. Try to go round his man. Pulls it back for McRae. McShane. Gillespie. Mullen. McHattie. Gillespie again. McHattie back out on the left. Lifts this one across. McRae's trying to go in there, but it's headed away. Watson's going to pick that one up near the halfway line. Finds McRae. McRae pulls back for McShane. Gillespie. Mullen. He can hit them. Oh, it's glorious. I love Fraser Mullen. I swear. He is the best player to have at lower league football. Scotland, England, Ireland, wherever you can get him, UK-based lower league football, I can at least speak for. He is a joy to behold. Never count a team out if they've got a Fraser Mullen. I'm going to stay positive. What we're going to do is we're going to be less expressive. We're going to lower the tempo a bit. But I think the rest, we're going to keep going. We don't want to take the pressure off. Mullen lifts it in. Oh, they head it away. Joseph now. Gotta be careful. I would have maybe wiped him out, Gillespie. I really would have. I'd have considered that a good foul to make. McHattie sweeps up at the back. Lifts it forward. Luke Mahadi doesn't really put his neck on the line there. Pretty disappointing. I'm going to take on Biabi. Biabi's going to come on, and we're going to run him as an advance forward. Just want him in behind. Use that acceleration of his. Joseph McKay now. I'm worried by this. They have not been in this game. Keep it together, lads. No, out wide. You know what I'm fearing. There it is. Oh, it's a good save. Oh, he's offside. Oh, honestly, crosses scare the living daylights out of me. I'm going to move both wing backs to support. That's how scared I am. Okay. Just one misplaced pass from them, please. Could he, McKay? Or a bad touch or something. He's in. It's a great save by Adam Desboy. We need to be careful here. I can't even make changes. Right, balanced. Joseph lifts this in. It's a free header. What happened there? What happened there? We head it away this time. What happened to the highlight? I have not edited that. I didn't cut away as he's heading it towards goal. McRae's got to pick out Biabi. Diaby. Oh, it's a stunning goal. Bota Biabi, welcome to the club. I didn't know he had that in him. Yikes. This man used to torture me. I hated Biabi when he was a Stenhousemuir playing for JC in our Scottish Speed Network save. He has just rifled one in for the Blue Brazil. I used to curse this man's name weekly. What a strike. I'm gonna take on Andy McDonald to take Semple off. We're 2-0 up, and after that goal, that has knocked the stuffing out of Clyde. I think that's one of my favourite wins this season, and it's because two absolute bangers were needed, and we dominated, but we had to score two fantastic goals. We actually pull further out in front of Edinburgh City, keep pace with Airdrie. They've got a game in hand though. Disappointing. Still, we did what we needed to do today. I'd much rather be in this spot having won those two games than not. A quick look at the league table. Dunfermline sitting top on 61 points. Queen's Park in behind with 59, followed by Airdrie with a game in hand on 52 points. They're looking to pull away from us, and we are in the last playoff spot, but we are still there. And we got a 5-point gap on Edinburgh City. Obviously, both teams that came up from League Two doing very well this season. We're gonna play more games, and we're gonna return around about. We're at the business end now. I think we return for the Airdrie game and the Edinburgh City game. That makes most sense to me. Now, there's big games before that. We're away to Dunfermline, away to Queen's Park. But by that point, we could be in a real position to either confirm playoffs or fight for playoffs, tooth and nail. So that's when we're going to come back. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop a subscribe. It makes it easier for you to find the videos. It helps me out because more subscribers makes it look like I know what I'm doing. It's fantastic. If you did enjoy the video, give me a like for the Fraser Mullen goal alone. If you're a Biabi fan, hit that like button. More likes on these videos because of those bangers, please. This video right here should have the most likes and comments. I want to hear. Give me a description of those goals. I can't put into words how good they were. Join me next time when we go, once again, beyond Blue Brazil.